Witness thoughts, witness emotions, witness sensations in your body, all from the outside. Don't attach to them. This is how you develop this very important ability to feel better in life. Okay, so come on to hands and knees. If you need something to cushion under your knees, go ahead and take that. And I'll face you a little bit, and then I'll also go sideways. So from hands and knees, just begin to move your back and your front body in a cat-cow fashion. Again, witnessing. What are you observing? Where are you feeling this? Are there any emotions or thoughts that come up as you do this? So stay present to this witness conscious body. Maybe even you notice that you always do the cat-cow the same way. And maybe by witnessing this, you'll explore a different way, because maybe you have a habit or a limiting belief that says, oh, my yoga teacher 20 years ago taught it to me this way. Open up. When you open up, that's when you can release limiting beliefs. You can release pain. Who's to say that you can't do a cat-cow circling and then coming back and then circling the other way and coming back and shifting forward and shifting back? Witness your breath during this. How's your inhale? What's going on with your exhale? Stay present. Stay alert. Now take your right foot back and just rock back and forth, lengthening that calf and that leg. And then come to stillness with that. And then rock that right hip back and forth. So I'm doing a cat-cow on the right side. Switching legs. Extend your left leg. Rock back and forth completely. And now just rock that hip. What does that feel like when you just rock one side? Bring that leg in. Now let's do the cat-cow, just rocking our pelvis, not moving the top body. Now let's do the cat-cow, rocking our middle body. Witness what the difference is. Now do the cat-cow, activating the top body, shoulders, neck. And then put it all back together again. Things are so much more alive and colorful when you stay present and witness it instead of going through the motions without really noticing. All right, come off your wrists for a minute. If your knees are okay, you can stay on your knees a little longer. Just move those wrists around, move the fingers around. And if you're okay, again, staying on the knees, we'll just do one more series here on the knees. Take your right leg out to the side, and then just allow yourself to slide up and down that leg. Now, some of you might decide that it feels good to add the arm. For me, it doesn't today. It's a little too much on my shoulder. Now, the toes of my outstretched leg are slightly pointed towards you. I'm now going to point them toward for you, it would probably be your narrow part of your mat. And just open these hips here. This is like doing a warrior two on your knee. And then place your arm on that thigh and just lean over and just feel that. See how that feels. Witness how it feels in your body. You avoid a lot of injuries if you always stay present and witness what you're doing. So I'm going to use a block to reach the other direction. If you don't have a block and you don't need a block, you can reach the floor, go ahead. But for me, the floor is a little far away. So I'm just going to open this way. And then I want you to curl down toward the floor, witnessing, open up. And if your neck is bothering you, then observe that and then take the necessary steps to make this a very healing pose for you. That's another benefit of activating the witness body. You use your own intuition to decide what feels right and what doesn't for yourself. All right, come back to the middle for a bit. Place your hands on your lower back. Press your legs forward as if they're pressing against a wall. Press them forward. Open the chest. Chin up. Don't drop the neck back. Chin up. Witnessing this open heart position. What does it feel like to you? Does it feel too open? Does it feel too vulnerable? What emotions come up with it? Just notice. All right, let's go ahead and remove the block and put it on the other side. If you're using a block, outstretch the other leg. And right now, my toes are slightly towards you. And I'm witnessing how this other side body feels. What are the differences? Can you notice differences without judging them? Can you just make a qualitative assessment like, oh, this side doesn't move as well as the other side, but I'm not going to tell the story about that. I'm not going to get all involved in whatever it is that I did to this side body that keeps it that way. Go ahead and turn that foot to open up the hips now. So now you're opening in a warrior two and noticing how this hip opens, how that feels. And take this forearm, lean it on the bent leg, lean over. And now you might turn this foot back toward me, lean either on the block or the floor away from you, opening up into gate latch pose, beautiful big pose. And you might look down to the ground, contracting, and then releasing the body up. Do this gently and carefully, witnessing. Don't just do the move as an exercise. This is a mindful movement, and it becomes more mindful when you develop that witness body. All right, bring that leg in one more time. Hands on the back one more time. Opening up the chest, heart center opens. Lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. And then to transition to standing, you could just come up to standing if you don't feel like a dog, or you could do a downward facing dog. And in the dog, witness where you're feeling this. How does the dog feel today? And you also make the choice whether to draw your hands back or draw your feet forward, despite what maybe you were taught at some point in yoga. When you become the witness consciousness, you make these decisions for yourself.